It is about that time. Marvel Rivals has a lot of backstory for each character with Easter eggs for characters that may join the game in the future, and storylines that may be explored in later seasons. It is a lot of reading, so I am here to catch you up so you can keep playing the game. Welcome to another episode of our Marvel Rivals lore series, where this time we learn how Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk, became a rival. And we're covering the Hulk on this episode because it was suggested by El Cantante and AKC Legend in the comments of previous episodes. If you would like to suggest who we cover next, simply leave a comment here on this video, or you could join our Discord server where you could do the same right over there. Also, if you would like to watch videos early or just support the channel, consider leaving a super thanks or becoming a YouTube channel member. Members get badges next to their names, access to emotes, early videos like I just mentioned. And on top of all of that, becoming a channel member gives you a 25% chance at hulking out. Shout out to Marvel Snap. And real quick, before we get into the story, I just want to mention one more thing. We're doing the Hulk episode, so it's perfect timing to do this. I know, we are over a dozen episodes into this series. The support has been fantastic. We've been having a lot of fun. We still have so much to go through just on the base level of stories, and then stories going well beyond the launch of the game. It's gonna be a long road. It's gonna be a fun road. But just like the Hulk, I know you probably hear me telling you these stories, weaving these webs of great vocabulary masterpieces. And you say, hey, this guy telling me these stories, he's invincible. Nothing can hurt him. And you're absolutely right. But sometimes there is a little baby inside of me, just like Bruce Banner is in the Hulk, okay? And I hear you. I'm not the best at playing this game, okay? Especially when I'm playing characters that I'm not very good with to begin with. For these episodes, I try to play the character that we are telling the story of, but I think I've hit a breaking point. I'm tired of waking up in the morning, and then when I go and check the comments of the videos, I'm tired of being called out for my gameplay, when all I'm doing is sacrificing my gameplay to give you that character that we're doing. So we're gonna switch it up a little bit. So as you can see, we're starting these videos off with, the MVP screens, the different skins for the character, and then we're just gonna go into me playing the game on my off time, playing quick match, maybe some ranked play. It's not necessarily gonna be the characters that we're talking about in the story, but you're gonna see better gameplay, I guess, if that's what you want. If that's what you want, I'm going to provide it for you. And with all of that said, let's get into the story, shall we? Welcome to Chapter 1, Fickle Banner. The story begins where all stories should. Bruce Banner reflecting on his scientific work. He's out here, he's thinking about other scientific breakthroughs. You got Newton's apple, and you got Fleming's mold. And now he realizes that with his work with gamma radiation, it was another major breakthrough in science. And he's still thinking, and he's harping on the incident that happened years ago that transformed him into the Hulk, which at this point is both a curse and also a gift. Banner acknowledges the power that comes with the Hulk can be very useful and beneficial to him, but also he doesn't really like that he can't control the rage that comes along with it. So he has spent years searching for a solution. He wants to control the Hulk's transformation. This man wants to get the brain and the bronze and put them together. So he comes up with an idea. He calls it the Gamma Belt, which in theory could channel and control gamma energy and regulate his transformation, and also on a side note, could also make him stronger. Theoretically, of course. But at the same time, Bruce Banner, he's a little bit cautious about telling people what he's working on, because then at that point they may question what he's building, because they don't really know the internal conflict with the Hulk. So they would just question, hey, why are you building this device to help you do what you already do? They don't know that he's not fully in control of the Hulk. They still think, maybe he's a little bit more angry, but he is in control, which he's not. People don't know that. So he's gonna keep this experiment to himself. And one night, Bruce Banner tests the gamma belt in his lab, located, isolated in a desert. And then he prepares for the transformation by securing the belt around his waist, like a belt, and then checks all the gamma detectors in the lab. Now, the belt specifically is designed to contain and channel the gamma energy, the radiation, into his body, giving him control over his transformation. And of course, he's recording this experiment, so he talks right into the camera. He says, Banner, gamma belt test. First go around with a full energy reservoir. And then he activates the belt. He starts feeling that familiar pain of the transformation, but at the same time, he feels this new sense of power and control. And then he taps on the belt and says, now. And then right after he says that, the Hulk emerges, feeling the same power but with a sense of ease. He's not as angry. And then the Hulk responds, don't need the belt. But he reluctantly continues to follow Bruce Banner's plan tests, at the very least because they might be fun. So then the Hulk leaves the lab out in the desert by himself to test his strength in a box canyon where Banner has set up instruments to measure the shockwave from his clap. Remember the claps from that She-Hulk show where she just like clap, 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 try to make Bruce Banner deaf? Remember that? I remember that. So then he's clapping, releasing a shockwave so powerful it destroys the canyon wall and buries Banner's instruments. And then the Hulk looks down at his waist. He starts grinning. He said, aw. He sees that the belt's energy reservoir is partly full. So he said, let's keep going. He continues the test. First, he jumps 1,000 feet right up into the air, creating a seismic impact upon landing that shakes the lab windows. The reservoir is now 2/3 full. He then picks up a Honda Odyssey, and if you know anything about Honda Odysseys, they fuck. He picks it up and throws it into the air and smashes it to pieces mid-fall with his fist. And now the Gamma Belt begins to refill with energy from Hulk's own gamma emissions, making him even stronger. And the Hulk is surprised by this. Me? Me? The Hulk? Stronger? No way. And then he smirks again. He says, gonna show Banner. He wants to humiliate Bruce, so he prepares for another round of his testing. He's so strong, he starts smashing the lab to pieces, destroying everything. And as he's doing this, he's having the time of his life. But then he hears Bruce Banner's voice inside his head, and Bruce is warning him that too much gamma radiation could have dire consequences. The Incredible Hulk, though, doesn't care. He just continues. He keeps destroying the lab, saying, shut up, Banner! He keeps going. He keeps going. He's destroying everything. But eventually, the gamma belt malfunctions due to the massive amount of destruction that's being caused. So now the excess gamma radiation combined with the destruction that the Hulk is doing, it makes the belt short circuit and return Banner to his human form. And then Banner's looking around all the chaos and destruction. He starts saying, no. The lab is ruined. And now the gamma belt is broken. This man's in disbelief, but he is a scientist first and foremost. So he looks around, he says, interesting. Because even though the experiment failed right now, he now has new questions and possibilities to explore in the future. And that, my rivals, is the end of chapter 1. All right, that's a pretty good story. You know, it's very simple, it's very isolated, but we got some character progression, some character development with Bruce and the Hulk. They're still at odds. We don't have any clear hints as to which chronoverse this one takes place in because, again, like I just mentioned, it's isolated. But it seems like the Hulk is off doing his own thing. But I liked it a lot, man. All right, before we head out of here today, I have a big announcement, major announcement. I know we took a little bit of a break with the holidays and such, but I was in the background, I was lurking, I was reading stories, I was putting a plan together, right? So I'm announcing it right here. Tomorrow, New Year's Eve, we're gonna have another episode. And that episode, you want me to reveal it right now? I'm not gonna reveal it. I'm just kidding, I'm gonna reveal it right now. It is going to be Natasha Romanoff, the Black Widow. That's right, the final day of 2024 is going to be the Black Widow. And then I'm going to make another announcement right here. On that episode, to close out 2024, we're going to have another announcement on the next batch of episodes after Black Widow. So we got some fun stuff lined up. I'm very excited. Hopefully you are too. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Go down in the comments. Let me know what you thought of this story. What are your theories and such? Let me know who you want us to cover soon. We're making our way through, man. We're coming up on halfway through the launch heroes, which is pretty nice. We might even get through all of them before season 1 begins. If you'd like to support the channel or get videos early, become a YouTube channel member. And with all of that said, thank you for watching, but you have to remember, you gotta remember this. Even though I thank you for watching, you and I, we are rivals till the end. And no matter how many belts you may give me, I am never gonna forget that.